Hi, my name is Scott Hayfitz, and this is my Tableau or Citizen Data Tableau assignment for GEB 4890. This is capstone class, so one of the last classes I have to take. Obviously, I'm a graduating senior this semester, um, and so yeah, as part of this class this semester, obviously, um, we went through our business simulation. And throughout the first half of the class, we went through the practice simulation, got sort of um, used to using the simulation website, and started to learn a little bit more about the simulation. For the second half of class, we actually did the simulation, and obviously throughout the 8 rounds that we had one round every Monday and Wednesday um, throughout the second half of the class after spring break. So every week counted towards a different round. So for the data set we used, we actually used I used the last 3 rounds over the the simulation from all the different teams. So yeah, we had to do a Tableau assignment to sort of pick out some trends and create a dashboard and see what happened with this um, with this simulation. So obviously this is our data set right here. I'm scrolling through. Um, these are the numbers that came directly from the sim. And I created an Excel file and then imported them into Tableau. Um, This is the dashboard that we have. We have the measure by company, the measure by round, and then the measure by comparison. We have different parameters that we can sort of put in. So I can go into this measure by company sheet, and I can, it's set onto asset turnover right now. So obviously, my team, Team Chester, having an 8, almost a 9, almost 9 as our asset turnover is not very good. Team Erie and Team Ferris did very well in this category throughout the simulation. If we go to different something else like contribution margin, our contribution margin actually wasn't the worst in the class, but it was sort of towards the bottom, and that was a big emphasis on what we wanted to focus on when writing in for the 5-page paper about the simulation. We definitely wanted to fix our margins. We can go into like sales. We weren't great in sales, but obviously Team Harper blew it out of the water. They had the most sales out of anybody. And then we can go into like how teams did by round. So these are um, all the teams, and then so their sales from you know round one is actually the 8th round, so it's supposed to be going backwards a little bit. You know, since this is actually round 8, round 7, and round 6. So for sales, it looks like everybody, or mostly everybody, had a trending upwards. We trended upwards from round 6 to round 7, but then we sort of tailed off afterwards. Um, but everybody else looks like that, other than Team Ferris sort of teetered it off, and then Baldwin and Harper both made big jumps in their sales numbers. And even like EBIT, they're closer. These numbers are closer at the bottom. Team Chester, we sort of improved and then tailed off here. But you got Team Garrett, they sort of declined and then they teetered off here. But Team Harper improved and Team Baldwin improved throughout the course of the simulation, or the last 3 weeks. And then here's just their comparison between by the round and by the company, so we can go into the asset turnover again and see where they measured from 2 different periods. This is the average right here. We were able to see the average Here 5.28 is the average of the asset turnover, so we can see that. But yeah, some really cool things that we were able to figure out and see from doing this Tableau assignment. It really gave some good insight on what we could have improved on in the simulation.